come with me on this journey to find ourselves. We don't need nobody but the good Lord and family on this endless road, on this endless discovery, on this endless road. TV Mallory. Alright, and
hey y'all.
what's up, y'all? What's going on?
So that was so fake.
It ain't fake. We'll just keep going with it.
So
this is talk, Mallory
Story
talk.
time.
Story time. It's not Mallory talk.
tour time.
It's just story time.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Story time. Because we are
Story
going
time.
to tell a story to you
At this time.
right now.
Just skip it.
Okay, so let me tell y'all what had happened. Okay. So my husband was working contracting job.
Cable.
And yes,
Cable
cable.
dogs.
Cable. And shout out to the cable gang.
So in cable, you wake up and in contracting in general, if you want money, you gotta wake up early and you gotta go get the money. You write your own check. So when I was doing cable, I was getting up at 5 in the morning. I was showing up at the office. Usually the first one that gets to the office gets the best job. So I would try to be the first one at the office every day. So I'm up at 5 in the morning, and sometimes I wouldn't get home until 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. I've been doing this for 10 years, y'all.
Thank you,
So, so I get home like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And so I was always tired. It was Monday through Saturday. Sundays, I'm spending all day doing worship somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you gotta get to bed.
So basically what he's saying is that he did not have an off day.
I never had an off day. I never had time to sleep. None of that. So when we would go on trips, because y'all know, if you've been following us for any amount of time, we like to travel.
Yeah.
So we are in Jacksonville, Florida right now. For those who don't know, this is our home. So when we would travel and I was contracting, I was drained, I was tired. So we would go to drive, and I'm the man in the house. You know, I'm the man. I'm driving us wherever we going. I'm gonna drive. You get your rest. And so we would go to like Alabama from St. Louis. We'd go to Nashville. We'd go to South Florida, which is South. You say South Florida for a reason. It is way away from anything. And so this particular time, we were heading to
Florida. From St. Louis.
From St. Louis to Florida. So this was 18 hours. It's like an 18
hours
trip. And so we don't stop. Like wherever we're going, if we were going from Miami to California, we wouldn't stop at a hotel.
If we had gas cans, we would keep going.
We just keep rolling. So we never had to use gas cans. So we roll and so we're riding. And I told Vic, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. So we riding, and I did a pretty good job, and we made it to our destination.
See, what you trying to do is not talk about the time that I'm trying to talk about.
No, that was the time. We made it.
We did make it, but you didn't drive at all. Oh.
Wait, yeah, we did.
You did drive.
I did.
2 hours. Out of 18.
Is this the eventful drive?
All of them more eventful.
Well, talk about the one that you want to talk about.
The one you went to sleep on.
I never went to sleep driving.
Y'all heard that?
I never went to sleep driving.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna talk about the one that must have slipped his mind. So, like he said, he did the contracting job. He was always working. He was always tired. Is this the one
talk about the one?
You gonna talk over me?
No, but talk about the one with the bridge one.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's not the one you were talking about.
That's the only one.
It's really not, but we really don't have enough footage for this.
All right.
All right, so here we go. So Tony, like he said, had been working this contracting job, and so I told him, I said, okay, we are headed to Florida for a week. Okay? So I'm gonna need you to take off the day before we hit the road. So he could take that day and rest. Sorry.
So I can take that day and rest.
Yeah. So he did. He took the day off, and I made him get in the bed because my husband does not like to rest. I am convinced when he has the opportunity to rest, he still chooses not to. He'd rather watch TV, get on his phone,
Try to do stuff that
write
I couldn't do because I was
music,
working.
whatever. He doesn't rest, and his body needs rest like it needs right now. Look at these eye beds. Anyway, here we is. So anyway, okay, so
she lets me rest.
He sleeps the whole day, y'all. I serve him breakfast in bed. I took his phone from him to make sure that he did not do anything other than rest, right? So he sleep the whole day, and I know he was asleep because I'm in the kitchen and I could hear him peeling the paint off the wall, snoring from the kitchen. Okay, he was knocked out like the whole day, just sleep. So I made me and the girls. Now Tori was 3 and Terry was 1. Okay, I was still nursing Terry, and I had to clean the entire house because how many of us like for our house to be clean before we leave town? So when we come home, our house is spotless.
Yes.
So, but you didn't lift a finger though. So anyway, I have to take breaks in between washing every stitch of clothing in the house to nurse Terry and to cook food and then to prep food for the road and then to fold clothes that's gonna stay home and then fold and sort clothes that's gonna be packed in these two suitcases so that we are not overly like.
Overly like.
Oh, I thought you had something to say.
No.
Okay, so I had to put everything in these two. I had to condense everything, fit them in these 2 bags so that we would have a leg room in the car, right? Because if my husband would have did it, it would have had no space in the back. Okay, so anyway, see what you bossing was here on my nerve. No. So I'm gonna tell this on my time.
You tell it.
All right.
You tell it on your time.
So I gave him.
Go.
I made him breakfast in bed. He got brunch in bed. He got a snack in bed. He got lunch in bed. He had dinner in bed, and he stayed asleep for the entire day. Okay.
I did.
And so somebody say she.
She.
Okay. She, me, her. I did not get any rest. Okay. None. He had one job, and that was to drive. That was it. That was it. When he woke up, not only was the house spotless and smelling amazing, the car was loaded.
Loaded.
Who did it?
She, her, me, her.
I did it. So he gets up. He gets in the car. First of all, he gets up. He's like, wow, it looks good in here, babe.
It looked great.
I mean, he had no idea that a vacuum had ever been turned on. Just knocked out, right? So we get in the car. We're driving to the gas station so that we can fill up so we can go ahead and leave. So he gets in the car. We're now on our way. We have our GPS going. We're on our way to South Florida. We're getting ready to see my in-laws, and we're like, yes, we're going to have a good time. Tony, before we left the state of Missouri, we were on the bridge entering Illinois.
Which is 10 minutes down the road.
It's not even 30 minutes outside of St. Louis. All I hear is brrr. And I have just gotten comfortable in my seat, right? So my eyes had just closed. I was dog bone tired. So I dozed. I dozed, and all of a sudden I'm like, I look over, he sleep. He like this. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I said, get out the car.
She did.
I said, as a matter of fact, I can't drive like this. I'm too tired. You slept all day. All you had was one job. And you know what? You are going to do that job today. You are going to do that job. You're going to take us back to the gas station and you're going to drink a Red Bull. And you are going to push out at least 4 hours so I can get a nap. So that's what he did. He managed to push out that 4 hours.
4 hours, man. It was hard, you know, but I just muscle through it. That's what I do.
So those are the only 4 hours that he contributed to the 18-hour drive. So I had about 14 left to drive. So anyway,
in those 4 hours.
So he pushed that 4, out, and I was able to take a nap. After I got my nap, we got kids, and they like to, Anyway, so after I had taken my nap, I had to give them to mama. I didn't work, y'all. So anyway, after I get my nap, I tell him, okay, I'll take the next 4 hours. So, that's how long it took for us to fill up. So I said, I'll take the next 4 hours and then we'll kind of switch.
Yeah.
We'll alternate. So I drive the 4 hours. I get to the gas station. I fill up and I say, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'll take the next 4. He's like, cool. All right. He sleeps.
I did not sleep.
He sleeps.
She never lets me sleep in the passenger seat. Do you let me sleep in the passenger seat?
Oh God.
Do I ever get to sleep in the passenger seat?
Tony.
Proceed.
Oh my gosh. He was talking to me in his dreams, y'all. He was asleep, okay? For the next 4 hours, he was asleep. So we get to the gas station for our next fill up.
Yeah.
And I said, Tony, go ahead. You can take this. And he like, oh yeah, I got it. No, we get to the good part.
Jesus take the wheel. Just Tony take the wheel.
No, you were right the first time.
Pulled up. Made it.
No, that ain't what happened.
No.
Not to my recollection. So what happened was, he gets in the driver's seat. I get nestled into my little seat, and I put my little what is it called? Little neck thing.
Oh, the little
neck pillow
thing that you made.
Yeah. And I'm like, y'all, I'm about to catch some Z's for real. All of a sudden, literally 10 minutes away from the gas station, we're into our drive, and I hear brrr. I get up. This time
she farted and she felt the vibrations of the fart.
This time
we made it.
Tony, no, you're not gonna know. This time, y'all, I opened my eyes. I looked to the right and I realized that we're entering, we're coming to a bridge. And this bridge is, okay, so this is a highway, right? And there's a highway underneath, and there's a highway on top. So this is where we are, right? So I'm hearing the side of the road, the brrr side of the road as we're entering this bridge. I turn and look at Tony, and not only is he asleep, his hands are in his lap. The steering wheel's here. His hands are in his lap, and his head is like this. And at that very moment, I knew I was about to die. I just knew it. I said, oh my God, and this is the way I'm going to go. No, the devil is a lie. I will not see my destruction. That is not it. That is not it for me, God.
I wasn't going to see it.
I have been faithful to you, Lord. I don't believe that this is the way that I'm going to walk into glory, not on today. So I jumped out of the seatbelt. And
she shifted.
Yes, I sure did. Straight the park.
The dream that I had was that she shifted the.
That was your dream?
Yeah. She shifted the.
He lucky that he allowed to tell a story.
She shifted the Prindle to.
What's a Prindle?
It has PRNDL.
Really? Nobody knows that. No one even says that. Anyway,
I got it from a TV show. For those of y'all who thought I was stealing that.
So I put that car in park in the middle of the highway. Okay, it jerked this bad boy so hard that he woke up, and I just yelled, "Get it off the car!"
She did.
Something like that.
She really did.
And he,
Got
at that
out the
point,
car.
realized. At that point, he realized like that he was like straight up asleep, and that he was the one that was operating the vehicle. And he was so sad. I could see the sadness that came over him. He was for real sad. He was like, "Oh my gosh, babe, I'm so sorry." So what happened was, I looked at the highway situation, and I looked back at my kids, my two little beautiful girls' faces, as they were like just so, calm and sleeping, resting well. And I was like, this is not how we going out. Like, we're not about to this is not how we going out. So I said, get out the car. Tony knew I was so hot. Like, I was so piping mad. He could feel the temperature rise. You felt the heat?
Felt the heat.
I said, get out the car.
Flaming
Now,
cheers.
he gets out the car.
She drives off. Boom. Goes to Florida without me.
No,
That's not what happened. That would be a good story. That would be a good story.
He gets out the car. He realized which way I was gonna go, which was to the front. So he walks around the back of the car, so he could stay out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
And so yes, so I ended up driving that entire way to Florida.
It wasn't too much more left. I took off 4 hours. 4 hours and 10 minutes.
So the moral of the story is, women are the better drivers, and even when they're tired, because I had like no sleep.
Nah. God was with you. She saved our lives. That's it. That's the moral of the story. We just want to tell y'all a story.
Yeah.
More story time as life goes on.
Am I shining?
Shiny. Shiny. We don't keep doing
Tony, don't correct me when I'm singing.
Put it in the right key.
Hi,
The
y'all.
screen, I gotta look.
Tony.
I keep looking at the screen.
Look right here.
There they are.
Yep, they're right there. Hi, y'all.
What's up, y'all? What's happening?
So, welcome to StoryTime.
Story time.
So, let me close this door because y'all probably can hear outside.
Motorcycles. Great. Just us. Alright, she's coming back.
So, let's talk about... You want to stun on y'all one time?
Just
Tony!
Shirt.
Tony.
Look at her shirt. I love my awesome husband. That is point one for you people today. Awesome.
We got to get to the video.
Alright, and this has been
Oh my God, you gonna make a theme song? That is so cheesy.
This has been Talking with the Mallory. Yeah.
Boo, boo, boo.